Okay, so hello everyone, this is Kshitij Jangda, and in this video I'm going to tell you about the approach that we have used for the preliminary round of Anam AI for soil classification part 2. Okay, so this is the soil classification part 2 in which we have given a unique challenge. We have only soil images in the training set and there is no examples of known soil, and we have to detect whether an image is of soil or not. So we have the model strategy like this. Now the main challenge here was how do you identify known soil images when you have never seen. To solve this, we used a dual model strategy combining a reconstruction based autoencoder to detect outlier images and a mobile net v2 classifier trained only on positive soil images. So an autoencoder outlier detection. First, we trained an autoencoder using raw soil images. The goal was to reconstruct some images accurately. On validation data, we measured the MSE, that is mean squared error, between the original and the reconstruct images. Images with low error are likely to be soil. High error, possibly something unusual, may not be soil. So we define a threshold at 95th percentile of reconstruction error on validation data to flag potentials. Okay, so let's see the submissions here, and we have this submission with public score of 0.5352. Okay, so this is the code and we have to click on settings, then accelerator, then we are choosing GPU P100. After that we have to click on run all session and click on run, and here you can see session is starting, so the code is running. So now let's discuss about the classifier. So the classifier is positive unlabeled learning. Next, we trained a mobile net v2 based binary classifier using binary close entropy. Since we had known soil images, all training labels were 1 for soil. This is a classic positive unlabeled learning setup. On validating data, we used a 5th percentile threshold of classifier confidence, treating low confidence samples as likely not soil. So we combined the decision logic at prediction time. We passed each test image through both models. If the autoencoder reconstruction error was below the threshold and the classifier's confidence was above the threshold, then we predicted the image as soil, as label equals to 1. Otherwise, we labeled it as not soil. Label is equal to 0. This intersection of confidence from both models helped reduce false positive and improve robustness. On validation data, which only had soil images, our combined logic achieved a moderate good F1 score, confirming that both models were agreeing. So if you ask me why we have used autoencoder, so the reason is, as you know, that we have training set. So in training set we have only soil images, but in test set while doing testing we have both soil and non-soil images, including numbers, including alphabets and many more. So this is like that. When we use autoencoder, then we have 1 or not 0. Okay, 1 or not. If it is soil, then we will get 1. Otherwise anything, it can be any type of image, it will detect it as, then we will get 0 for that. Okay, so as you can see, the code is running, and here you can see it is still running and epoch as 50. So, and if we talk about the patience, then for patience we have used 10. Okay, so we have also that can be loaded in a while. We can also use different models along with PyTorch instead of TensorFlow, and along with PyTorch we can also use different models such as ResNet 40 to improve the accuracy along with transformers. So as you can see here, we have MSC distribution on validation set graph, in which yellow represents mean squared error and dotted red line represents threshold that we have discussed recently. After that, we have classifier probability distribution. Then we have confusion matrix, as like we we saw in the part 1 of soil classification. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.